what's up? That's a song called Live in Peace. It's off the Firm's second record called Mean Business. What's my favorite Eagles tune? Excuse me. Probably Victim of Love or Teenage Jail. Victim of Love, both like are showcases for Don Felder and his guitar playing. Teenage Jail because the guitar solo and that's fucking amazing. And it's Don Felder playing that guitar solo. And Victim of Love, again, like the intro. On it are really cool, even though they fucking dicked Felder over because Felder laid down vocals for that track, and when he went to take a break or do something or whatever, they fucking recorded over his vocals with Henley for Victim of Love. That was a really shitty thing. That was like the first really shitty thing they did to that guy. Hey, Mike Edwards, how are you? How was tea? Thanks, Dallas. Yeah, I mean, there's other great songs. I mean, I love Witchy Woman. I like On the Border. Oh, cool, Mike. Hopefully you guys checked out that Mississippi Queen short. I was trying to simulate Leslie West's guitar tone in a mean and crude way. I think I sort of achieved that. But it's just like, it's still like, it just lacks some oomph of the, like, 100-watt fucking transformers. That was my only problem with watching him. Like, yeah, just it's not quite there yet. That's a song that I wrote back in '96. It more than likely would have been on a like second or third Killing Floor record. But it was basically like an homage to Jimmy Page in the way that he wrote guitar. Rock and roll. Dallas, you can always use a click track until you get a drummer. Or you can sit there and keep time with your hands or thumbs, whatever. Whatever gets the job done, I guess, you know. You can go buy some shakers at Guitar Center for like a few bucks. Yeah, so I featured all you sticker guys, Mike, and like super whatever subscribers or whatever. You guys, I put up on a posting. If any of you saw it, Mike, I know I sent you the posting. Can you buy some percussion things? Like do some percussive things for your record to get going? Remember I said to take stock in what you got? Like, dude, the guy can literally bang on pots and pans in your house. Think about the Blue Man Group. They bang on plastic shit, dude. I'm just saying, like, you know, there's ways to work magic. What Steven Tyler said he used to shake for the shakers on Sweet Emotion, like salt and pepper shakers or something. I mean, like, use your imaginations. Which Shure mic are you gonna buy, dude? I've owned an SM57 for years. They get a lot of shit, but let me tell you something. I've never had to replace it. I've owned it since I was like 20. It still works to this day. I've used it for recording. I've used it to sing through. I use it to perform through. It's never let me down. Some people might say get an SM58, but I'd say, bullshit, whatever. You can't go wrong with an SM57. It's an all-around fucking workhorse. And it is budget-friendly, too, Dallas. I did all my demo work with my SM57. I had a Rhodes at one point, but I really never used it. I don't think I ever used it. Hey, user 45, you were a feature because you were a super sticker. So I published the super sticker people and the sticker people down below. Not in this video, but on the postings page. You got a little bit of a feature there, bud. Oh, that's cool. Old Kiss I Am, like Hotter Than Hell days. You know, Kiss Meets the Phantom in the Park, that shit, yeah. I'm a fan of when, you know, 78, 79 Kiss, yeah. I used to have the Ace Frehley doll when I was a little kid. And my friends and my cousin were Kiss one year with the plastic masks and the plastic outfits and shit. I was Mazingo, the Shogun Warrior, but they were all Kiss. Oh shit, I'll have to show that photo off now. I don't know any Scorpions, Salta. Sorry, but thank you for coming. Billy does like a combo thing. I mean, I don't like to do it like that, but he does it, I think, a little bit like that. I would think it'd be, well, whatever. Sorry, y'all, I'm playing like shit today. Hey, Luis. Dallas, it's whatever you want it to be, man. It's better, you know, it takes some finger coordination, that's for sure. I can't do that. But I went like for me, I like doing the pick on that kind of shit. If I was doing Muddy Water stuff, it just depends. It just depends on how much control I want to have over what I'm playing. I don't think that sounds as good as going. You know, which one sounds better to you? You got LaGrange, bud. Hey, Roberto, I don't know any Red Hot Chili Peppers, sorry. Hey, Khalid, how are you? Dinghurst. Hola. Buenas noches. Living after midnight. There you go, bud. Something off of British Steel. Anybody have any guitar questions? If not, I've got something want you guys to think about. Knock, knock. It's whatever you can get away with, Dallas. It sounds good. That's basically the bottom line. What I just wanted to talk about was, you know, sometimes when we deal with people, we meet people over the internet or just in real life in general. I'm not saying that meeting somebody through Instagram or YouTube isn't real life. It is. I've talked to some of you off of this platform, and y'all have been super nice, the ones that I've talked to. Sometimes, you know, we as human beings, I think sometimes when we talk to people around the world, there are cultural differences that maybe we just don't understand, and sometimes when we share something with somebody, you don't get a reaction out of them, or it's not the reaction you want, and you get bent out of shape, and maybe that, you know, they see it a different way than you see it, and it just winds up creating a boom explosion. Because then you have two people that, you know, one person's got their feelings hurt and the other person's like miffed as to why. And then there's just a blow up over that. All it is just a misunderstanding of like some cultural barrier language bullshit. Sometimes it's hard to recover from that. And I mean, you can go back after you've blown up. If your feelings got hurt or whatever, you can go back, you can speak your piece to that person, and they're either going to be reciprocal or they're not. And if you do go back to that person and you say your piece, you have to be prepared for them to say nothing at all, or for them to, you know, give you the business and, you know, maybe get past it. You know, I don't know. All I'm getting at is, like, you know, sometimes there is a cultural barrier. From me talking to someone that doesn't live in the USA. Maybe they live in Israel. Maybe they live in England. Maybe they live in Amsterdam. Maybe they live in the Netherlands, like my friend Badass Brutus Guitar. I mean, sometimes I have to ask Bert, like, what do you mean by that? You know, sometimes I have to ask Mike Edwards, what the hell do you mean by that? But again, you know, we just sometimes need to take a step back and realize that we are dealing with other human beings despite being over the fucking interweb. You know, just realize, like, these people with channels and shit, they're real people. They have real lives and whatever. And, you know, it's important to realize that. It's also important to realize that sometimes we need to give each other the benefit of the doubt, and maybe we need to circle back and work out that difference. Or not, you know. Sometimes the other person, they may not come back on you. And that's okay. You said what you had to say. C'est la vie. Que sera, sera, as Sly and the Family Stone would say. Whatever will be, will be. Thank you, User 45. I really appreciate that. Oh, you have an offer to sell it or buy it? Hey, Margaret. I'm sorry, you want some Eric Clapton? Chris Squire, 4001. Thanks, Mike Edwards. User 45, you can give me a donation directly to my PayPal or my Venmo. The information's down there in the description. It's something that unfortunately I've been dealing with over the last couple weeks with some other personalities, and unfortunately didn't go my way. It's my own fault. I take full responsibility. You know, it takes two to tango. You know, it just, sometimes it gets difficult. It gets difficult when you have people from different cultural backgrounds. It gets difficult when there is a great distance of time between two people, or when people live in different countries completely. All that shit. So you're probably, if you're thinking like, oh, why doesn't this person respond or whatever, or just they have another life other than right here. We all do. Thank you, Mike Edwards. Love you, bud. Hey, Terrence. Can I play blues style? Yes. Now, my dear, will you hit that like button for me now that I gave you that? Hey, Antonio, what's happening? Yeah, more likes would be great. There's 49 of you and 14 thumbs up. That's shit math. Thanks, Dallas. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Antonio. Thank Robert. That's how you want to play? I teach lessons, man. Thank you, Margaret. That's nice. That's cool, Terrence. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate that. Thanks, Phil. Hey, Wolfgang, what's happening? So, all right. Okay. Let's go a little longer. Go, Dallas, go. I know how that is. Thanks, Talking Horse. What's happening with you? How'd you get that name? I've been playing for 41 years. I started when I was 13. Yeah, I had some motivations to start. Pete Townsend, boyhood friend of mine, and Jimi Hendrix. Play Marcus King? No. Marcus King should play Marcus King. Just like Larry Soulcactus should play Larry Soulcactus. That's how I feel about that. Anybody see Marcus King's new custom? What was it? Custom 355. I think it's just a Gibson USA made guitar. It's a cool guitar. I like that guitar very much. I mean, I'd look fucking stupid playing it, but I bet I'd jam on it. Maybe try playing through a Black Star. See how that grabs you. Thank you, Antonio. Yeah, I tried going through some of the tunes on like Hotter Than Hell or like Double Platinum. That's like more my speed, but like dude, it's so like uppity for me in terms of like stylistically speaking. I mean, I could probably learn rock and roll all night, and I think I have in the past. Hey, Paulo. Thank you, Dante. No, you don't have to be cute or handsome to play. I don't consider myself either. I just consider myself myself. I'm not the one sitting here going, hey man, I look like Jeffrey Dean Morgan. No, that's all of you guys out there. I'm just growing out my fucking hair. I could care less. Whatever. I look how I look. I do what I do. I can't help it that it, like, he looks like me or I look like him. Fuck it. What about LA bed and breakfast? I don't know that, Sampton. Yeah, people hate on me all the fucking time, dude. What day is what makes this day different from all other fucking days? Thanks, Nico. But yeah, I mean, in my religion, we're taught not to bow down to idols. I would tell you the same thing. I have friends that like they put me on. Sometimes I feel like they put me on a pedestal, and I'm like, you fucking outplay me, knock that shit off. But it's sort of, I don't know, people have their own ideals or impressions. But I would tell you that, dude, seriously, you know, I'm average or above average at best. I feel it's like nothing that nobody else could do. I feel like everybody could do it if they had the opportunity to do it. Unfortunately, not everybody can do it because not everybody has the talent to do it. Because it goes beyond just learning the instrument. You actually, there actually has to be some kind of emotional feel attachment to it. Because if you're just plowing through shit, you might as well be a Xerox machine. I mean, that's all I'm coming from. Yeah, I like this one. That's so busy, I don't know if I could sing over that, but I wrote that several years ago. And that's, again, it just goes, that's my style. Based on that, I could understand how I could get to this. Right? It may not be the same vein, but it's definitely the same fucking arm. So, like, I could be like, yo, that's Larry Soulcactus right there. That. Yeah, it is. That's me. Plus, you owe me $1 for saying that. Just for that, you can't have your pudding because you didn't eat your meat. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for this evening, but thank you for all, tongue-twide. I twat a putty cat. I did. Alright, thank you guys for all participating in the stream. Thank you. You guys have all been great. Mike Edwards, Dallas, Margaret, Wolfgang, Antonio, I appreciate you all. Spampton. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. We like that kind of stuff. Thank you, Wolfgang. Hit that like button. You guys can go to the Patreon page and Instagram if you want to find me over there. That's cool. Thank you, User45. You rock. Abner, sorry I didn't see you. Brazil, hang loose, buddy. All right, you guys rock. Be cool. Be good to yourselves and be good to the ones around you, yeah? All right, I'll catch you tomorrow for the next one. Bye-bye. Thank you. Love you. Bye-bye.